All right, so 8 terrifying and disturbing things caught on doorbell cameras. I need to get a dash cam for my car, and I also need to get a doorbell camera because nowadays you never know what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, he tweaking. He
On
look
November
like
30th, 2021, a woman in Dallas posted footage of a man standing outside her apartment door late at night. This incident, which was captured by her Ring doorbell camera, raised significant concerns as the man had been stalking.
This is what I've been dealing with since October 31st. This man has been outside of my apartment almost every night. I have contacted everyone I know that I can contact about this. What is it going to take for y'all to protect and serve? That's real. Because most cops, you can't really... It's not a crime to stand outside someone's house if you really think about it. But it's like, the way the law works is like, you have to wait until a crime is committed to, you know what I'm saying? Like, press charges on a person. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird how it is.
Her and standing outside her door almost every night. She stated that she has contacted the police about this problem she's been dealing with since October 31st. But according to her, not much was done from the authorities to keep this man away. Here is what she recorded.
Bro, is he... It's weird because he not moving too. Is he smiling? I would have popped it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He would have got straight pop. Yeah, he getting popped. I ain't gonna cap to him. What the He grabbed the door handle.
In the videos that are shown, the man just stands there while occasionally talking to himself. At one point, you can see a beer in his hand before he walks away. Minutes later, he returns to the door stumbling, seemingly drunk. He then grabs the door handle in an attempt to enter the woman's apartment.
Nah. That's gotta be illegal.
Update,
I am safe for now. I have friends and family here that confronted him, so hopefully he stays away. Since my post, he went viral last night. Security did 2 routes throughout the night. Thank you everyone for continued support. Over it, he cooked on my mama. And that's what I'm saying. Why it take them so long to do something? Then you go in your own hands and you take actions in your own hands. Now you the criminal.
Posted an update stating that she is now safe and that security guards of the apartment are regularly patrolling the halls, making sure she's okay. This next video captures the shocking incident involving a middle-aged Asian couple targeted in what appears to be a follow home-style robbery by a masked man wielding a gun. This alarming event took place in southern Seattle, Washington. The footage was initially
Warning, Asians are still targeted and being followed home. Happened this morning.
Shared on Reddit by user Wilmock. Here's what their Ring camera captured.
I like how she looked back though. She's smart. Oh, close the door. You gotta close the door. Oh, the timing on that. Hold on, run that back. Okay, she's smart. They got that door closed quick. Ooh, another half a second, it would have been cooked. He got a stendo mag too? Oh yeah, he wildin'. How he break the camera and still get...
The woman noticed the intruder just in time and swiftly locked the door, preventing him from entering the home. Shortly afterward, the man noticed the Ring camera and began to destroy it. To make matters even more...
Wait, hold up, there's another person. I seen another person right here.
Afterward, the man noticed the Ring camera and began to destroy it. To make matters even more frightening, just before the camera cut off, it revealed that the intruder was not acting alone. Shortly after the video was posted, it quickly garnered attention with numerous Reddit users. They pointed out a disturbing pattern of a string of similar robberies occurring in the area. These concerns were later substantiated by local news outlets in Seattle.
This video shows one of the crimes that were part of a frightening spree across South Seattle. Tonight, 2 men accused of taking part in these robberies now face hate crime charges.
He tased them?
Thursday, King County prosecutors charged Javez Tubbs and DeMarcus Pate, saying the 2 targeted Asian households and in some cases forced their way in while identifying themselves as Seattle police.
This next incident occurred on May 8th, 2022 in Houston, Texas.
He looked like Roddy Ricch a little bit. On my tripping?
When a man identified as 29-year-old Joshua DeLoach enters the house and confronts his roommate Justin Iwuji with a weapon.
Nah, he's tweaking.
What? Down. Huh? On your knees. Bro, on your knees now. On your knees. Bro, on your knees. What's the issue? I'm not gonna say it one more time. Bro, what's the issue? On your knees now. What's the issue?
How do you even react to something like that?
Bro, I'm not. What's the issue? On your knees now. What's the issue? What's the issue?
He calling his bluff?
Immediately after this incident, Joshua DeLoach stole $6,000 in jewelry from his roommate and then proceeded to tie him up and forced him in the trunk of his own car.
This morning, a man charged with robbing and kidnapping his own roommate finally arrested.
$6
Wild
billion?
story, and this man is now expected in court coming up this morning. 29-year-old Joshua DeLoach seen here in this surveillance.
On your knees is kind of crazy though.
Accused of pointing a gun at his
I ain't gonna lie, I dang near got pride too, so it's like you gonna have to say that a little nicer. It depends. If you really willing to get popped, I feel like I wouldn't know how to react because I ain't never seen nobody get robbed. I mean, like I've never personally been robbed, but it's like I don't know how I would react for real.
roommate earlier this month when he was asked to pay his rent or get out. He allegedly stole $6,000 and jewelry from his roommate, then tied up his roommate and put him in the trunk of his own car.
Luckily, Justin managed to escape with the help of a bystander. Joshua DeLoach was arrested about 2 weeks later on May 20th of that year.
Dang, it took them 2 weeks to
Late
find
one
him?
night in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, a woman named Savannah captured something absolutely terrifying on her Ring camera. At around 10:20 p.m., a man appeared at her front door. He began violently slamming his body against the woman's door, trying to force his way inside. After several attempts, the man stumbled back and fell over the porch railing. Terrified,
gotta be on
the
fin.
woman calls the police. Here's what happened.
Why he look like a zombie? Nah, this some Resident Evil joke right here. I ain't gonna lie. What the hell? What the? He got it.
The Myrtle Beach Police Department reported that the officers took the man to the hospital for treatment and was later arrested. It's quite obvious the man was under the influence of drugs or was possibly having some sort of manic episode. Either way, this would have been terrifying to experience. This next video shows a bizarre moment that occurred in January 2019 in the city of Salinas, California. The man, identified as Roberto Daniel Arroyo, was recorded by a Ring doorbell camera as he spent several hours in the early morning looking at the doorbell of a family's home. The homeowners, who were not at home at the time, were alerted to the unusual activity through the Ring system's motion detection feature. Here's what it recorded.
Bro, he freaked out, bro. He just a weirdo. He into it too. Bro, what is he on? I ain't gonna lie, there's no amount of Lysol in the world to make me want to press that button again.
The Salinas Police Department used the video evidence to identify Arroyo, who has been cited by the department in the past.
Hold on, is that a felony though? Really think about it. Like, what crime do you get charged for doing that? Solicited, maybe?
Faced misdemeanor charges related to prowling and theft. But the primary concern for many was the clear need for mental health intervention given the nature of his actions. This is truly disturbing. This next video shows a man peering in the window of a 22-year-old model from Florida. She installed a Ring camera on her front door and shortly after caught footage of the stalker.
I feel like I done heard some of these stories and like animated. You know what I'm talking about, them animated ones? I feel like some of these I heard in animated, like the girl and the dude outside her apartment. I feel like I heard that one back in like an animated story like a couple years ago or something.
Creeping around her house. The man appeared minutes after she arrived home, indicating he was likely following her.
Nah, he weird. Why she don't got no blinds, or am I tripping?
Despite repeated reports to the police, no action was taken, and the stalker returned a week later. Feeling unsafe, the woman has since moved away from the area.
Dang, she got bread.
This
She
next
just
video
moved.
shows the terrifying moment a man broke into a family's home. The man, later identified as Jonathan Gonzalez, entered the home while a mother and her baby were asleep. The home security camera recorded him quietly moving around the bedroom before approaching the sleeping woman and behaving inappropriately.
What? No, what? Okay, this is crazy, because I would have had a heart attack. Because me personally, I don't know about y'all, I'm a light sleeper. If someone is walking around in the crib, I'm going to hear you. So, like, and I wake up in pitch blackness and I just hear footsteps, I'm tweaking out. That's crazy.
Police identified Gonzalez, who was a former friend of the family, as a suspect early on, but lacked solid evidence until they conducted a search of his home. They found clothing matching what was seen in the footage and digital evidence placing him at the scene. This case was so disturbing it garnered widespread media coverage. In this video, you can see a strange man sneaking up to the ground floor window of a 24-year-old woman's duplex in Hudson, Wisconsin. The footage, captured by a doorbell camera, shows the strange man getting extremely close to the window as he peers through the woman's blinds. This occurred on at least 3 separate nights before his arrest. The women that lived here only noticed something suspicious was happening because of the footprints the man left in the snow that led.
Why do people feel so comfortable doing this, bro? Like, I think this is a mental, this has to be some type of mental disorder. Because there's no way you're comfortable just walking up to a random person's window.
To their window.
Multiple times, on multiple days. Now, how are these people... How do these people go? Look at his age though. Exactly, especially at night. These people aren't. They're not there mentally. But here's my question though: how do you be that age? How do you be in your 40s, 30s? Clearly something's wrong with you, and yet you're walking around and no one's ever questioned you. Like you tell me these people have never had weird things they've done throughout their whole life growing up. So like after so many, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you just not have like some type of already pre-background history that lets people know that you're a weirdo, you shouldn't be doing stuff like, you know what I'm saying? And under the influence is crazy work, because you got to be on some hardcore drugs to be doing something like this. Because drinking and smoking is not going to get you on yummy breaking someone's crib.
The man in the video, who was later identified as Robert Cecina, was the executive president of the 3M company at the time.
Executive at 3M is accused of stalking a woman and peeping in her home's windows.
This case started when the victims opened their blinds and saw footprints in the snow by the ground level windows. Then they put up a video camera that caught the man returning.
Hudson police responded when a neighbor saw a man outside the home who looked just like the person in the video, which was captured and circulated among neighbors the night before. Police say they traced the vehicle leaving the scene to Cessna, and in the criminal complaint, write that Robert looked exactly like the person in their surveillance camera footage, especially his hairline. Cessna denied it was him, but police say his story conflicts with his wife's story about what they did that night. According to police, several neighborhood witnesses helped them identify Cessna and his vehicle.
Prosecutors charged Cecina with felony stalking. 4 women,
it is a fine,
were living inside. But rather than take the case to trial, the St. Croix County District Attorney offered a plea deal that will likely leave Cecina with a clean criminal record. The stalking charge is dropped, and instead, less serious misdemeanor trespassing and disorderly conduct charges added.
To the crime of disorderly conduct, count 2, what is your plea?
No contest. Cecina pleaded no contest, meaning he admits there's enough evidence to convict him, but a conviction won't go on his record unless he reoffends in the next 3 years.
Disappointed.
This mother and 16-year-old daughter live in that home and say despite this not being a serious crime in the eyes of the law, it's had a very serious impact on them.
I'm a
Of
lot
course.
more jumpy. You look
Of
under your
course.
car, around your
Bro,
car.
if there's a dude walking around, of course.
Are at the corner side of your house before you go in. We carry mace.
They're also upset the court process didn't reveal Cecina's motivation.
Cecina technically is not on probation. He's going to be monitored by the St. Croix County District Attorney's Office. And again, they will dismiss the charges if he goes 3 years without reoffending.
And that was a regular dude. Bro, it can literally be anybody. That's insane.